Welcome to Keto Meals and Recipes.com. During the week, I like to make very quick and easy meals and recipes. However, I want even my super easy recipes to be very tasty and nutrient dense. So today I'm going to show you how very easy it is to make these zesty oven roasted vegetables, which is a sheet pan recipe version. If you're just cooking for yourself or for two people and you think this quantity is too much because you don't need that much in any one meal, I would recommend that you make the full recipe because these easy zesty roasted vegetables are also amazing served as a cold side dish, and they keep really well in the fridge for several days. The best part of all, this meal is ready in about 20 to 30 minutes, including prep time. And that's perfect for busy weekdays or when you're just too tired during the week or anytime you don't want to cook too long. The macronutrient ratio for the zesty oven roasted vegetables is 3.8 to 1, with 6 grams of total carbs, 1.5 grams of dietary fiber, resulting in 4.5 grams of net carbs per 1 1/2 cup serving. There's very little you have to do before starting, but you should preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, and I also line a baking sheet with my parchment paper. Preparing the vegetables is very easy, but always remember to wash and pat dry your vegetables before starting. As you can see, these zucchini pieces I'm holding are about 1 to 1.5 inches or approximately 2.5 to 4 centimeters long sections along the entire length of both the green and the yellow zucchini. Then I take each piece of zucchini and quarter it. This makes for the same sized pieces that will roast evenly in your oven. As you can see on this tray, I have assembled all of my vegetables to show you. And if you look on the left side of your screen, that is the yellow zucchini, also called a long neck squash. Next to that, I have my quartered large mushrooms, but if your mushrooms are a bit smaller, just cut them in half. Next to the mushrooms are the green zucchini, then the large pieces of the red bell pepper, also called capsicum. Next to that are the same sized yellow and orange bell peppers. And I have also cut 2 very large jalapenos into about 1/2 inch or slightly more than 1 centimeter thick wheels. And in this last row I have my roughly chopped white onions, but you could also use red onions if you prefer. So, these are all the vegetables I'm going to use today. Most of these vegetables can be found all year long in your grocery store, which makes this recipe very versatile, easy, and you can make it any time of the year. Now, to season the vegetables, toss all the vegetables into a large mixing bowl. This looks so nice and colorful. The first thing I'm going to do is drizzle my freshly squeezed lemon juice over all of the vegetables. By adding the lemon juice first, it'll absorb into the vegetables nicely, and that gives it that nice zesty taste after they're roasted. And give the vegetables a quick toss. Then pour the olive or avocado oil on top of the vegetables and toss very well to ensure that all the vegetables are well coated with the oil. Lightly sprinkle the salt, then the pepper, and garlic powder. And here I'm going to use, and the thing that just makes this recipe very special is using Herbes de Provence. If you're buying it in a store, make sure that you look on the label and that the mix you're buying has lavender in it, because in the Provence region of France, they use lavender in the mix. You'll have a more authentic Herbes de Provence mix. However, do let me know if you would like me to show you how to make your DIY homemade Herbes de Provence. I do recognize that some places it might be hard to find this spice, or if you just like making your own spice blends, I'd be happy to show you, so leave me a comment below. Then toss everything really well. I'd also like to mention that in the comments below, I will post 2 written recipes. One will be vegan version, and the other one will be just the regular version. If you're vegan, please only click on the first one. The regular version will have entree suggestions that are non-vegan, and that's why the 2 written versions. After you've tossed everything very well and the spices and seasonings are well distributed, then the next step is to simply distribute the seasoned mixed vegetables over the parchment lined baking sheet. Then spread the vegetables around, making sure they are in a single layer. That will help with more even baking. I also like to flip my zucchini so that the skin side is up. This will give the skin side a nice sear. Having done that, place the sheet pan into the middle position of your preheated oven and set your timer. 10 minutes for al dente, or a little bit crispy. Alternatively, 15 minutes if you like your vegetables a little bit on the softer side. When the timer goes off, immediately remove the sheet pan from the oven. Oh my God, the smell coming out of the oven is so amazing. Then let the vegetables cool for 5 minutes before serving. I'm sure you'll agree this is an extremely easy recipe. This very flavorful French-inspired recipe is extremely versatile, as I already mentioned. You can serve it immediately nice and hot, or if you prefer, these vegetables can be served as a standalone light meal with perhaps a slice of my vegan walnut bread. But be careful, this bread is really addictive. It's so good. Or any of the leftovers, just store in your refrigerator and serve as a cold salad. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video to the end. If you like my recipe and find it useful, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment or question, forwarding it to a friend, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I would be very honored if you would. But most important of all, please come back when I post my next video. Until next time, have a happy day and stay healthy. Cheers!